you see your friend up, you got to be like, hey, dude, don't with that person, or this person's conniving, you need to watch out.
Do you get defensive when people are like that to you, or do you immediately accept it? Like, what's your
I'm somebody who could definitely see the other side of the coin and plays devil advocate a lot. So when somebody tells me something about myself, unless it's something that I is offensive, but if it's something about personality wise, or hey, you need to watch how you speak to this person or whatever, I take it usually with a grain of salt, but I acknowledge it, because I would want somebody to do the same for me if I'm bringing something to their attention, even if I don't necessarily know them. There's times that strangers have told me things about myself that are the most meaningful things.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the people that you don't know provide you a little bit more clarity in your life. You're willing to listen to them a little bit more because you're not close with them.
That's the thing when it comes to really close people giving you advice. You don't know whether to trust it's valid advice, because okay, pretend I'm somebody close in your life. Mm-hmm. Tony, this comedy thing isn't working. Mm-hmm. Like, you need to quit. You need to, some people will give you advice like that. Yeah. And you don't know when to consider this person's actually telling me something I need to hear and looking out for my being, or this person doesn't believe in me. Mm-hmm. How do you even know what to discern, which advice is valid advice?
Well, I think that in that particular scenario, when it comes down to stuff that we're doing, when it comes down to comedy and stuff like that, this is you're not asking me an opinion about my girlfriend who you met at Christmas, who was smoking at the dinner table. You're asking me about stuff that I stay up till 2:00 in the morning for, so I can tell 4 minutes of jokes to 6 people who 3 of them are sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So in regards to your opinion about how I'm chasing my dreams, I'll acknowledge you for your thoughts on Andrea, but you and your opinion towards my career. Yeah. I would rather you talk about my chain smoking girlfriend who's at the dinner table. Yeah. But I think that you take we all either are open towards criticism, or we're taking it with a grain of salt, or very abrasive towards it. But I like to take, when somebody's talking about me, or even comes sometimes towards the act, even though I'm at my point in my career where people say anything towards my act, I'm just like, I don't give a
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what I want to say, and only do I, unless it's somebody I truly respect and they're giving me not criticism but maybe tags and builds ups, and not necessarily, oh, you shouldn't talk about this, or you shouldn't use these words, or don't tell me what I shouldn't do.
When it comes to stuff like that too, what helps me discern who I should and shouldn't take advice from, I always stop and say, do I want to be this person? Yeah. If somebody's giving me relationship advice, do they have a good relationship, or have a history?
Exactly.
Do they have a history of good relationships? If somebody's giving me career advice, are they a good comic? Are they a good musician? Are they a good podcaster? What do they do? Correct. Are they happy in their life? I feel like that I'm a sensitive person, so I'll take advice sensitively if I don't know whatever, but then what helps me put things into perspective is that I'm who am I getting this advice from? Can I trust this person? Do they even have what I want?
That's, and as you should it's almost a little bit like that Kanye mentality where he said, why would I listen to somebody who's less successful than me? And it's just well, he's a dick, but he has kind of a point there,
Dude, that's why I stopped going to therapy. Mm-hmm. Because the thing with therapy...